blood sugar, too low or feeling hypoglycemic. Hormones need to be very specific balance in the body. So our body is always working to create balance. And sometimes we get so smart that we think, oh, hey, I'm low in serotonin, and that's the cause of depression, because I find that everybody that has depression is low in serotonin. Let's give you a drug that causes your body to stop breaking down serotonin. And the theory is that then serotonin will start to elevate and the depression will go away. Well, again, when you take a drug with a specific action, you have to regulate that very, very closely. And it's always going to create some other imbalance in the body. And that imbalance is going to be a side effect, some more or less severe. Now, contrast that with herbs that I'm talking about. Herbs have been used for as long as history goes back. I mean, thousands and thousands of years of historical use, certainly in China, with traditional Chinese medicine, in India, Africa for that matter, here in the US, we've got a long history of herbal use. Herbs are the whole plant. Okay. And I will tell you, the more we learn about plants and herbs, we find different components that we believe are part of that active component of that herb. But I will tell you, in every case, there is so much we don't know about that plant. And that's part of the beauty, is while we find out different pieces, we realize that there might be a constituent in ginseng, for example. The constituent that we measure for is ginsenosides, and we know that those have a specific kind of energizing action in the body. But there are other constituents in that plant that we haven't even begun to understand yet that create the balance. And that's the nice thing about herbs, is they help your body do what your body was created to do in the first place. And that's really my theory about the body. I believe we are incredible creations that, given the right nutrition in the right situation, our body wants to be healthy. It wants to heal. We absolutely have the ability for our bodies to heal and to come back to the way it was created to function. And we do that by nourishing the body and providing a good environment for us to be healthy. And I say environment because, we're created to relate to one another. We are created to have families and community where we get to see each other and talk, and I get to smile at you and you get to smile back, and that makes us feel good, right?
Yeah.
So that's part of the wholeness in healing, and we need all of that to work. If I feed my body well, but I'm in a toxic community environment, I'm not going to be a healthy person. At the same time, I could be maybe in a healthy community environment, but I decide to eat garbage food and not take care of myself. I'm still not going to be healthy. We need all of those things to kind of come into balance for our body to work well. So we are body, we are mind, and we are spirit. You can't separate that stuff out, We're all of that together. And so it is a little bit of work. We can't just take a magic pill. Even the supplements that we sell and that I love and I'm passionate about, I'm the first one to tell people that you can take the supplement we create and it will help you, but it is not the full answer. You still have to exercise a bit. You still have to eat some good food. The whole thing needs to come into play. And the truth is, when you get all that together, it might seem like it's a mountain to climb, and I don't know if I can ever do that. But you take one step at a time and the pieces start to come together and you realize that I can do this. I'm getting better. I'm feeling better. And then you're kind of energized to really, go the distance and continue to create that balance and homeostasis and just health within the body and then the people around you.
And there's a lot that you said. And I feel so sad that, and the fact that we are out of time, and there was still a question that I wanted to actually ask, because in terms of serotonin and in a way of getting deeper on in terms of the conversation, hopefully, I hope that my schedule clears up next month. Probably I'll be in touch in terms of expanding on more. Probably it could be an hour. An hour, 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll actually see. Hopefully, again, and I feel like this conversation really is important because people are not actually aware of the information that you actually provided today. And not only the audience, but also myself. As someone that is new to the conversation around nutrition, the conversation around vitamins in terms of supplements. And also I've started with vitamins, whereas I've started taking omega-3 and I believe and also vitamin D and zinc. So it's something that it's my first time, and in terms of I'm trying to learn and trying to know actually what is actually good for me, what is bad for me. So probably to our next conversation, we'll be able to dive deeply with your acceptance in terms of the conversation and be able to dive deeply on it. And again, really appreciate it. The conversation, the insights, and actually as said when we started this, I hope that this conversation is eye-opening, and it definitely was eye-opening because not only I have a bit of information when it comes to herbs and in terms of plant-based medication compared to your traditional, I would say, drugs or medication, one would say.